Welcome back to the Arch Blaze. While we were gone and in between episodes, I upgraded us, so I wanted to come back on the upgrade screen. Lance of the Furies. I don't remember fuck all about what that is or does.
I'm eating a kiwi tropical fruit granola bar, and it's really good by Millville. Like, wow, it's great. I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would.
Ooh, Blades of Chaos at maximum.
Maximum level.
Okay, well, we'll just dump the rest of it into this then.
Should we upgrade anything else?
This is the next most important thing to
Okay.
upgrade, I think.
Wait,
We should probably upgrade Poseidon's Rage at least once. But...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and look at the cool new red we got. Oh,
I love it. I love it. It's so emo.
Oh, right. That's what the lance is. It's
Whoa.
an explosion.
I can do it.
I got cucked out of using it, but
Yeah. There's a lot of cucking on the show.
yeah.
That wasn't in the show plan when we first conceived of it. Alright, what topic do you want to talk about?
Well, I wanted to tie up some notes on Fiddler on the Roof, because the thing that, like, any one of the other archers could have given you the film literacy experience, but the thing that's unique to me that we got was the period piece aspects of it, like the accuracy of the the incredible lengths they went to in the architecture, in the depictions of like little things.
Yeah. With movies, I always, like, with any sort of media, I always assume that when they're recreating, like historical movies, I always assume that they're not quite exactly period correct, but with you around, like, just pointing out how exact they were, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah. And I'm able to notice that mostly for, like, I don't know, half of it was, like, the sociology class that I took.
Yeah.
Because they actually used Fiddler on the Roof as a reference.
Oh, really?
In the class, yeah.
What for? Breakdown
Showing
traditions?
different ways that people look at relationships over time and how that has changed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Boom! That's the explosion I was looking for.
Boom, daddy.
Fuck off. No, fuck off. No, fuck off. Just die. That felt good.
I bet. Man, I want another. I want more food. It's cramming all in my face.
Yeah, we've been recording, like, you can tell when we record because every single time we begin with "I'm this far from the mic."
Wait, we didn't this time though. We started with our introductions.
Oh, well, we don't introduce ourselves. We only introduce ourselves on the first episodes of
Yeah.
sessions.
Yeah, and we always say welcome back, like, in between episodes of the same session. Kick him off, kick him up. Ooh,
Right.
I didn't tell you to do that.
Right. I remember now. We have to go over here.
Over
I wanted
there.
to see what was over there. They make you fight the guys that are over here, because if you don't, then these other dudes are gonna shoot you.
Yeah. It's over there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get what I was
Oh my
referencing?
god.
Did you get what I was referencing?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was wanting to reference that in some sort of way, and finally I had the chance. Not as good as I was hoping, but I'll take it.
Oh.
That was a terrible Superman comic. My
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. Everybody who hates Superman because he's boring, you don't know fuck about Superman. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not the
so-
Boy Scout everyone thinks he is.
Not only, well, he kind of is the Boy Scout that everybody thinks he is, but the fact that he is that way is more interesting about him than the fact that he has fantastic abilities.
Yeah.
You want to see somebody who, you want to see exactly who Superman is? Watch Luke Cage. Luke Cage is Superman. Like, the way
Really?
that he acts, so Luke Cage is durable. Luke Cage is a man of the people. Specifically, he's the man of the black people, but,
Yeah.
like, that's because they bring this up in the Luke Cage show, how thematically necessary what his powers are and what that means for people in that community.
Yeah. I should watch Luke Cage.
Yeah, you really should. But the way that Luke Cage acts, how he's not better than other people, but he makes the right call, and it's not easy, and it's hard on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just got to make the right call because he's a good person.
Yeah.
That's what Superman is. Luke Cage is Superman.
Yeah.
If you like Luke Cage, you like Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Superman, he usually doesn't kill, right?
I think the Zod thing is one of the only times Superman has ever killed anybody.
Yeah.
Not including like cosmic monstrosities like the Sun Eater.
Yeah. I remember like. Yeah.
You remember the Sun Eater? There's no way.
No, I was gonna say I remember something else, but it's sort of not relevant.
Because the Sun Eater is how Barry Allen died.
Barry Allen, he was the original Flash, right?
He's what everybody thinks of as the original Flash. Yeah. The original Flash, the real original Flash was Jake Garrick, but he's from Earth 2. So the reason that the Golden Age version is called Earth 2 is because Earth 1 is always the one that's in print at the time.
Okay. Interesting.
So if your comic book is in print, even if you came second, yours is Earth 1.
I thought maybe he didn't. No, maybe he didn't. I thought Linkara already did Secret Origins thing on the Flash. Maybe he didn't.
He did one on Jay Garrick. I know he did. I don't know if he did one on Barry Allen.
I thought he did.
Where he's doused in chemicals and struck by lightning?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm not up on my Linkara. I'm like 5 years behind.
I don't recall him doing one about Jay Garrick, but probably just because I can't remember. Like, because there's a lot of Linkara.
Yeah.
Like, a fuck ton.
Jay Garrick, his origin story makes you think, wow, this guy is a fucking moron. So
What'd he do?
He leans on a table, slips, bangs his head on the table, and passes out in the close vicinity of heavy water.
Oh, I remember that! Yes, and heavy water gives you superpowers.
Yeah, except I know what's in heavy water. Hang on. Ah, so close. I know what's in heavy water, and the fact that the thing that I like about the Golden Age origin stories is a lot of times they just raise more questions than they answer.
Yeah.
That just raises further questions.
Oh.
Okay, I lost my momentum.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't go that fast, that long.
Yeah. I get you.
The fact that he raised heavy water is water that's made of oxygen and deuterium instead of oxygen and protium.
Okay.
Protium is hydrogen with no neutrons. Deuterium is hydrogen with 1 neutron, and tritium from Spider-Man is hydrogen with 2 neutrons. Tritium is really easy to do fusion with. I bumped the microphone just there. Anyway, heavy water is water that is made with deuterium instead of protium. Yeah, just like regular hydrogen, the way that you think of it.
Poseidon's rage. Yeah, go,
Rage
yeah,
Poseidon's
yeah,
pose. Okay,
Poseidon.
save. Poseidon save. Android dong.
Android Dong.
Android dong.
I'm not playing it again.
Android dong.
Maybe I will. Android Dogs. Yeah.
Don't use the same one every time.
Well, I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one. That's my favorite one. But
Okay, I'm not gonna play it. Go watch the other video where I did it.
yeah, title on screen. Title not link. Well, fuck.
No. No.
So the thing that I like about the heavy water thing is that it raises more questions. It's not an answer. Like his solution, his origin story is like, well, why the fuck would that happen?
Yeah, right. Although it makes you wonder, like, did people actually think that would happen, or like?
It was the Golden Age. Anything goes.
Yeah, anything goes. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked down as something shocking, but now God knows.
What's that
Anything the show Anything Goes.
from?
Yeah, it's an older musical. Our high school did it once, and I've been re-listening to some of the soundtrack again. Like, it's really catchy music. A lot of dancing involved too.
I completely spaced the point that I was gonna make.
Anything Goes in the Golden Age, Heavy
Yeah,
Water.
anything goes in the Golden Age because the Golden Age was functionally about mythology.
Yeah. No, oh no.
Like, but not as it's not as anything goes as the Silver Age was, because the Silver
Yeah!
Age was
Silver Age was batshit crazy, man.
like the Silver Age. It's like quantum mechanics. Anything at all can happen for no reason.
Yeah. Like, people using the word boner.
That's a lingo different.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
I know. I was messing around with that one. But yeah, like Batman's super magical, like all of his different costumes, and what you call it, Superman shooting
Flashbacks.
rainbows from his fingers.
And the fact that he has super hypnotism as an ability.
Oh,
That's why people don't recognize him.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
But
There we go.
the
Answer-
Fleischman cartoons did a lot for the mythology of Superman, because it shows that he actually like carries himself differently. He behaves differently when
Yeah.
he's being Clark Kent.
Yeah.
And that's like acting is a more effective disguise than an actual disguise.
Yeah, the Christopher Reeves, I'm pretty sure that's him, movies, did that, like,
Yeah, they did a good job of that, and I think the Henry Cavendish, is that his name? Henry Cavendish?
where?
The current Superman.
Oh, yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah, I think they made a marketing stunt out of how effective it is to just like wear glasses and a hat. They had him stand in New York, and the reason nobody recognized him is because he was smiling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, isn't that...
They're not used to a happy Superman.
No.
Fuck.
No, Superman is not happy in the films.
This
Oh.
sucks Grandma's peach tea.
What?
Yeah, so
I,
period pieces. That's what
yeah,
what we
that's
were
what
on.
we're on, and then we did other stuff. As usual.
And the how that's the reason that that was my contribution to us watching
Yeah, it was.
Fiddler.
Well, not just that, but also watching with, like, having watched movies in general with the Arch has made me appreciate Fiddler way more. And, you know, watching Fiddler, it got you to, like, you know...
Get over the...
Yeah, not hate Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that meme started with a friend of ours. We're talking about Mask a lot on the show. That meme started with Mask, actually. Where,
That fucking shit.
With, like, using the tradition song to shit on the idea of tradition.
Yeah, we've gone
And
over
that's because I had never seen Fiddler on the Roof before that, and so that completely painted my understanding of what Fiddler on the Roof was about.
Yeah, even though your father, like, played Tevye.
Yeah, but I didn't see him play Tevye
yeah.
because I
You're-
wasn't living there at the time.
Yeah. Still, I'm surprised, like, I would have thought he would have, like, I don't know, made you watch Fiddler on the Roof, like, ever?
No, well, we always had other stuff to do.
That's fair.
Talking about comic books, for example.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all people do these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like...
So that was... We finally wrapped up that Fiddler topic. That
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks topic. Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is the
I-
pony that uses the same character model as Octavia, but is part of the Apple family.
Oh, okay. One more thing on Fiddler on the Roof. I just want to point out that it's quite... You did it while I was talking, Darren. it's quite incredible how different the dynamics of each of the each of the relationships displayed in the movie are. Because in like worse media, like all the relationships would operate one way, like, but there's a clear distinction between like how each couple like works with each other. Like Tevi and Goldie, they have like
Golda.
Golda, whatever. Yeah, Golda, yeah.
Golda is a very different name from Goldie.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to Degrassi where her name literally is Goldie.
That explains everything.
Wow.
That explains everything.
Does it?
Why you in second place have both been saying that way.
Well, I don't know about second place. I think we've also like mistaken it, but now
That explains everything.
now I've also got in my head Goldie like as a name. But like Tevi and Golda, their relationship, it's like Tevye clearly has final say, but it's still very much a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of banter back and forth.
And a part of that is is a generational thing, and that's what Fiddler on the Roof is actually about. That the way that relationships used to be looked at is essentially as a business partnership, because they have to together manage a household, and it's the only way to survive.
Yeah, and raise children. And like there's a point in the movie where Tevye literally asks, "Do you love me?" Like, because love was never
it was never discussed.
Like, yeah, because they were just told before they were going to wed that they just learned to love each other.
Mm-hmm.
But love isn't the thing that comes first. Whereas with all the other with the daughter's relationships, that's what the relationships are all about. It's about love, not just the partnership and looking for a good match.
Oh fuck.
And then with Motel and Zeitel, their dynamic is essentially Zeitel wears the pants and sort of has to direct Motel into doing certain things.
She's like, I like that they didn't make the mother in the show the Jewish stereotype of like the woman is like pressing up on the guy. You know, the overbearing woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because the story is like that because that
It needs to be right time.
That stereotype exists because it's what people are like. Some people really are like that.
Yeah, but not everyone is.
Just not everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Fiddler on the Roof is like it sees all these stereotypes and it just sort of ignores them. Like it treats its characters as real people.
Minotaur.
No, none of them are Minotaurs.
No, the
I know.
real people and real Minotaurs.
Well, if there were Minotaurs in there, I'm sure Kratos is just like, you done?
This heavily influenced my perception of Minotaurs.
Really?
Yeah, I like, not for the size thing so much, but like the idea of a creature that is huge and powerful and walks on its knuckles and has like because the Minotaurs that we had in the games that I would play where I had like some input over the bestiary.
Mm-hmm.
The Minotaur was it had like hooves in its knuckles, something like that. Wow, I'm just wrecking this dude's shit.
Yeah, you are. He ain't got no shit. What else to say? Oh yeah. So each of I can go into like how what exactly is different about each of the couples, but needless to say, they are quite all different. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Fiddler on the Roof. It's a great film. You guys should watch it, even if you don't like musicals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else are we gonna talk about? Crush.
Alright, here, let me look at my topic list. Let's see. I'm having trouble reading my own writing. Because it's been like a while. Nah. Nope. I guess that's just kind of gone.
We're all done? With that?
No. Well, I've got like 10 topics written down, and
Yeah.
Fiddler on the Roof was only one of them.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I was wondering. Look at
Here,
me!
I'm gonna get a little bit further into this and. Okay, so that's a little flashlights. Okay, so I've been super into flashlights lately. Do you want to explain what that's been like for you?
It's been like, oh, okay, yeah. I know that there's obviously a lot to, have preferences about with flashlights, but it's like, I don't have those preferences. It's, how do I explain it? Part of me's like, why do you care so much about this? And the other part's like, it makes sense. It's a thing that you know a lot about, so whatevs. And you should be able to customize even like seemingly silly shit like this. Because I totally get why you want a flashlight to do exactly what you want to do. It's like why anyone customizes anything. It just was your fault that you got so into flashlights that now you are.
I'm ruined forever for flashlights.
Yeah, just like how you're ruined for pens.
Yeah. So I have a habit of picking a skill-ish thing to focus on, or something that you can have a taste in, and
Yeah.
I'm getting way into it. Jen does this too.
Oh really?
Not to quite the same extent. Like I'm into everything. I judge you
Yeah,
for
you
how
are.
not you personally, but I judge people for how they lace their shoes.
And
there's so many ways to get it wrong.
Wait. We just talked about this in like a few episodes ago. Like
Including the flashlight part.
not the flashlights. No, I don't think not the flashlight part, but exactly like you and pens, and then how you lace your shoes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's everything though. It's like ties and
Yeah, exactly.
the way that your furniture is built.
Yeah.
Oh, furniture. That was the thing that I had written down. Furniture is a scam. Okay.
Wait,
we'll
what?
we'll come back to that.
Oh, okay, that's a weird note to leave it on.
We'll come back to it. So, flashlights.
Not,
I just
not
got.
flashlights.
Yeah, the things that make light when you push a button on it, not the things that vibrate when you push a button on it.
That's.
Do flashlights vibrate? I don't even
I don't
know.
think so. I always thought that there was supposed to be just a hole for you to stick your thing in. But maybe they do. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't know.
I mean, well. So the joke then would be that you call it a guibrator.
Yeah. Don't do that, because that reminds me too much of mandals.
Mandals?
Yeah, manly candles.
The ones that come in like a coffee can?
I think, and just have manly scents. Which I'm not upset that such scents exist. Like, good, yes, have more options, but just why do you have to call it mandals?
Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
He has a nice rack, right? It was a joke.
This
damn
this
it.
looks so cool, doesn't it? I'm just caught up in the spectacle.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
And
Although
when
he's
the
looking
when the
great
light
in it.
goes, you can see that his body has different geometry all over it for its muscles. Those are all individually modeled,
Yeah.
which was a big deal at the time. I mean, even today, that kind of shit would probably still be done with normals maps instead of doing it one at a time.
Yeah. I dig it. Yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail in this. If only Kratos wasn't such a shit.
How is he aiming those?
I don't know. It just always seems like you keep rolling right into it, even though you seem to dodge it at first. There you go.
Eat a dick. Alright, so this is going to be my grand finale. And we'll talk about flashlights.
And
here
dun, dun, dun,
we
dun, dun, dun,
go.
dun.
Funk.
Ooh.
Oh, Oh yeah, look at him just
Oh.
like,
Oh, I kind of feel bad for him.
and then he's just
God.
suspended there
Oh.
by it.
Take the bull by the horns. Okay. Oh no. I feel terrible now.
Because it was alive.
No, well, because
You can see the body's mesh in its reflection. The
What?
already rotting carcass of the temple's minotaur hangs above you. Look at that thing. That's
Oh.
fucking cool.
Poor guy. I hope he's okay, you know, with Hades.
I'm gonna stand under his blood rain for a little bit. So, I got really into customized flashlights, and like if you were to buy one pre-assembled, this type. All right, I'm actually gonna back up a little bit. So older viewers may remember that when they were children, they were used to incandescent flashlights, and incandescent flashlights were shit. They were on the same level or worse as a candle. It's like it's trying to see your way with a single lighter as your only light source.
Yeah.
Each one of those had like, at most, for one of the big like 10-inch, like bludgeon a dude to death kind of lights, it would have at most 12 lumens. Okay. The minimum setting on my flashlight, because it has multiple settings. That's another thing that happened recently. Is like 0.5 or 0.2 lumens. My second son, my last, has followed his brother to the Elysian Field. Aw, Elysian Fields.
What's that?
It's the retirement place in the abode of the dead for storied peoples, for the highly honored. It's the Greek equivalent of heaven,
Yeah.
whereas like Hades, as you typically understand it, is more like just a place where dead people hang out.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of bland and shitty, and it being bland and shitty is just because like it's dead. What you can do? You're in the ground.
I love how you said that. What you gonna do? You're just in the ground.
And then Tartarus was for like shitty people.
Okay.
In my heart, I know I must continue the work of the gods, but they take so much, and at last my soul begins to doubt. Pathos Verdes III.
Oh.
Well, not just that. Ellipses, Pathos Verdes III. So he builds his son this tomb, which is guarded by the Minotaur. And yeah. Architect's son's head.
Yay.
He built a grand tomb to this guy.
Yeah.
We never learned his son's name.
Yeah, I wonder why his other son didn't have quite that grand. I mean, it was outside for one.
Well, yeah. Bigger area, more damage, and jam on the circle to 750. Yeah, I'll take that. Charge attacks.
Okay.
3,500. Fuck you.
Would you want to make this our last episode?
No, I want to get through all these damn things.
Oh god, I'm getting tired.
All right. Well, we'll save here, because we're also at like 28 minutes now.
Okay, we can do like one more maybe?
Okay. Next time on tap.
Like